Can AI detect cavities before they form? I tested it. My dentist gave me a perfect bill of health. No cavities, no problems. But what if he missed something? I got my hands on a cutting-edge AI that can supposedly detect cavities when they're still invisible to the human eye, and I ran my own perfect dental x-rays through it. What this AI found could completely change how we approach dental health forever. We've all been there. You're lying back in that chair, a light blinding you, trying not to listen to the sound of metal tools clinking nearby. You hold your breath, praying you don't hear the dreaded words, "Well, looks like we've got a little spot here." For me, that phrase never came. My checkup was perfect. My dentist, a guy I've trusted for years, checked my x-rays and said, "Everything looks great. See you in 6 months." I walked out feeling like I'd aced the test. But a question started nagging me later that day. My dentist is great, but he's human. What if there was something on that x-ray so small, so subtle that it got missed? What if a tiny problem today turns into a root canal 2 years from now? This isn't just my own anxiety. It taps into a huge challenge in dentistry: diagnostic inconsistency. Studies have shown that if you ask different dentists to look at the same x-ray, you can get different opinions, especially about the very first signs of decay. The truth is, spotting a cavity in its infancy, that initial stage before a hole has even formed, is incredibly difficult. It's like trying to spot a single raindrop in a storm. The standard of care has always been reactive. We wait for a problem to get big enough to see clearly, and then we drill and fill. But what if we could be proactive? What if we could find the storm when it's just a single cloud on the horizon? That's the promise of a new technology that's quietly entering dental offices, and I had to see if it lived up to the hype. So what's the secret? It's not some sci-fi robot dentist, I promise. It's software, specifically a type of AI called a convolutional neural network. The easiest way to think about it is like a super student. A dental student might see a few thousand x-rays during their training. This AI has been trained on millions. It has learned to recognize the faintest, most subtle patterns that signal trouble. It becomes a digital eye, built for one task: spotting decay. Here's where it gets really cool. A digital x-ray isn't just a black and white picture. It's a grid of data. Every pixel has a specific brightness value. An AI can analyze these numbers with perfect consistency, detecting microscopic shifts in tooth density that are often invisible to the human eye. It's not that the AI sees better, it analyzes data in a fundamentally different, more objective way. And this isn't some experimental tech from a university lab. This kind of AI is already FDA cleared and being used in clinics to help dentists screen for problems. It acts as a second set of eyes, a digital assistant that never gets tired and never has an off day, flagging things that might otherwise be missed. The goal is to catch decay at its earliest stage, as whispers of demineralization, long before it becomes a destructive hole. This is where my personal quest began. I called my dentist's office, got a digital copy of my recent x-rays, the very same images that earned me a clean bill of health, and uploaded them to the AI system. The process was surprisingly simple. No flashing lights, just a progress bar on my screen. But my heart was pounding. This felt like I was asking for a second opinion on a verdict I was already happy with. Why rock the boat? Part of me wanted the AI to find nothing, to validate my dentist's diagnosis and my perfect oral hygiene. But another, more curious part of me wanted it to find something. I wanted to see if this AI could actually deliver on its promise of seeing the invisible. As the analysis finished, I braced myself. Was my dentist right, or was there a secret lurking in my teeth that only a machine could find? And then, there it was. The AI-analyzed images popped up on my screen. At first glance, everything looked normal, but then I saw it. On one of my molars, nestled between two teeth where cavities love to hide, was a small, highlighted box. The AI hadn't found a cavity, at least not in the traditional sense. There was no hole. It had flagged what's known as an incipient carious lesion. This is the very first stage of tooth decay, where the enamel has started to lose minerals and become weak. It's a cavity before it becomes a real cavity, that single cloud on the horizon. To my dentist's eye, and honestly to mine, the raw X-ray looked perfectly fine, but the AI, by analyzing the subtle density data in the image, had picked up on this microscopic weak spot. Now, it's important to be clear, this doesn't mean the AI is smarter than my dentist. It means the AI is a specialized tool that can augment human expertise. Studies show these systems have remarkable performance, with some demonstrating higher sensitivity in detecting these early lesions than dentists. Their performance is consistently high, with some research showing accuracy rates in the 80 to 95% range for these tricky spots. The AI's strength is its ability to perform one specific task tirelessly and objectively. It found something not because my dentist was negligent, but because it was designed to see what the human eye often cannot. So the AI found a problem I didn't know I had. What now? Does this mean I still need a filling? This is where the story takes a turn from a cool tech experiment into a genuine game changer for dental care. Because we caught the problem so early, I could avoid the drill entirely. When decay is caught at this initial non-cavitated stage, it can be stopped and even reversed with new non-invasive treatments. One of the most promising is a technology called Curodont Repair Fluoride Plus. Forget everything you know about fillings. This is a liquid containing a special self-assembling peptide. When applied to the tooth, this peptide dives into the microscopic pores of the weakened enamel and acts like a scaffold, attracting calcium and phosphate from your own saliva to rebuild the tooth from the inside out. The weak spot remineralizes, becoming strong and healthy again. The process is painless, requires no anesthesia, and takes about 5 minutes, and the results are incredible. Clinical studies have shown it can be significantly more effective at arresting and regressing these early lesions than standard fluoride treatments alone. This is the critical link. The AI's early detection is amazing, but it's the existence of a non-invasive treatment like this that makes it truly revolutionary. We can finally move away from the reactive drill and fill model and toward a proactive, preventative approach. But there's a catch. This kind of treatment only works if you catch the decay before a physical hole has formed. Once the structure is broken, you still need a traditional filling. This is why AI detection is so critical. It opens a window of opportunity to heal a tooth instead of just patching it up. So, is the AI gunning for my dentist's job? Absolutely not. My dentist wasn't wrong. He was practicing excellent care with the tools available. What this test proved is that we now have a new, more powerful tool. The future of dentistry isn't AI versus human doctors, it's a partnership. Think of the AI as a brilliant assistant that can sift through data with superhuman consistency, freeing up the dentist to do what they do best, use their years of experience and wisdom to make a final diagnosis and create the best treatment plan. The AI provides the data, the dentist provides the wisdom. This technology empowers both dentists and patients. For dentists, it's a safety net ensuring nothing gets missed. For patients like me, it means peace of mind and the chance to treat problems in a less invasive, less painful, and less expensive way. It's a true win-win. This technology is already being used in clinics today. So my question to you is, would you want your dentist to use AI for a second opinion on your x-rays? Let me know in the comments. And if you're fascinated by how tech is shaping the future of our health, make sure to subscribe. You won't want to miss what we investigate next.